In 1976, Troy Gregg went opposed Georgia State's decision of his sentence, the death penalty. His case was taken to the Supreme Court in order to appeal to the judge's decision of his sentence because he claims it is unconstitutional. This is all a reenactment. In 1972, Greg and Floyd Allen were hitchhiking both in North Florida when Fred Simons and Bob Moore decided to give them a ride. After renting a car because their car broke down, they picked up another hitchhiker called Dennis Weaver. At 11 p.m. when they got to the Atlanta, Weaver was let out. Short time later, the four men stopped at a rest stop. After Simons and Moore left the car, Greg intended to rob them. Greg positioned his pistol and himself in the car as Simon and Moore came out. He fired 3 shots. The 2 men fell near a ditch. He then robbed them of their valuables and drove away with Allen. After Weaver's description of the car, Greg and Allen were arrested in the car. Police found the pistol in his pocket. When interrogated by the police, Allen confessed what had happened and to the murder of Simons and Moore. However, Greg testified on his own defense and denied Allen's accuracy. He indicated that he had shot Simon and Moore because of fear and self-defense, testifying that they had attacked Allen and him on wielding a pipe and the other knife. After all the interrogations and investigations, the judge found Greg guilty for the robbery and the murder of Simons and Moore.
After reviewing the evidence provided to us and reviewing the case, we declare you guilty for the murder of 2 people and armed robbery.
His punishment would be the death penalty.
Your punishment is the death penalty.
However, Greg asked the court to have it go further than it already had in the Furman case and ruled the death penalty itself unconstitutional. When the case was brought to the judges that listened to Greg's claim, Greg claimed that the death penalty violated the 8th and 14th Amendments. Claimed that his capital sentence was a cruel and unusual punishment. The state Supreme Court had to consider whether the sentence was influenced by passion or prejudice and whether the death sentence is excessive or disappropriate to the penalty imposed in similar cases. In a 7-2 decision, the court held that a punishment of death did not violate the 8th and 14th Amendments. They stated that since it was a fully investigated and defendant had done a serious crime, death may be employed. Most of the judges had agreed that the death penalty was okay. Only 2 had said that it was not okay. Some people opposed with the final vote of the Supreme Court, like the American Civil Liberties Union, state that the capital punishment violates the constitutional guarantee of equal protection, indicate a lack of empathy, and is not a viable form of crime control. Because of the Supreme Court's decision to accept capital punishment established the legality of it and the clear process taken in order to give that sentence. The story ends with Greg escaping prison by sawing through the bar cells. Their escape was not discovered until Greg telephoned a newspaper to explain his reasons, however, soon found beaten to death in a lake.
What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits,